Welcome back to Anime Sunday, and yes, I have some Fortnite gameplay in the background because some of you wanted gameplay, but yeah, let's start off with Comic Girls. That was an amazing episode, I'm not gonna lie. Especially we see Kios, her new manga gets turned down in the beginning, I was like, damn. Then we learn that towards the middle of the episode that Kyo, whatever her name is, I keep forgetting how to pronounce it, but she hasn't really changed since the 4th grade, and she's been wearing the same clothing since then, and I was just like, damn, it's adorable, but stop, you gotta grow. But we see her go through a hair makeover, and the girls kind of go overboard and kind of make her into a elementary, or a grade schooler, as they would say. And poor Kyo, whatever her name is, I feel so bad for her. And towards the middle again, they have a little sketching contest because she didn't feel confident enough with her drawings and she wanted to improve. So, they tried their best, and we learned that good old Kyo, whatever Kios, her name is a kind of a big pervert with, Oppai, and I couldn't stop laughing because it was just so hilarious. And we see Kiyomi and Rikyu, whatever her name is, have an argument. I am very bad at pronouncing names today, about their bodies versus, basically flat-chested versus Oppai. And it was a funny argument, and they're both talking about how everything doesn't matter, it's just the personality and the waistline. I was just having a kicker. But we see good old, her manga towards the end get rejected again. And I felt bad. But now going on to Hina Mitsuri, that episode was amazing. It really was. We start off with Anzu kind of being a homeless person stealing food, and the homeless kind of guide her how to survive off of everything that she can find. And she makes money then after the main guy, the mafia member, I forgot his name, I think it is Nita, gives her money. Then all the people that were hunting her down took the money back and gave her a little amount, and she kind of gets aggravated. Then we finally see a good, story chunk for Mishima, and good lord, it was hilarious. She was a bartender making all these drinks, and her homeroom teacher sees her, and he doesn't believe his eyes, and she ends up blowing his socks off with how good she is at her job. And at the end, we see Hina basically kind of because of good old Nita said, why don't you be homeless like your friend? And she kind of pictures him going with Anzu everywhere, and she basically, switches her attitude and starts being nice, and it ends up really bad towards the end. And it was that episode was amazing. Now, My Hero Academia, episode 3, could we call it? Yeah, I'm going to call it episode 3, but I want to call it 2 at the same time. But it was a good episode, honestly. It's a very good build-up episode, and the ending to that was just amazing. But let's talk about what happened during that episode. We saw all the kids, the students, kind of train and use their quirks, and the way to improve their quirks is to use it just like a muscle, basically. You have to rip it apart just to make it come back together and strengthen. Basically, that's how they explained it. And Midoriya was asking about All Might if he's going to be coming in. Eraserhead said no, he's not, because he's one of the League of Villains' targets. And I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And then towards the end, we're greeted, well, not towards the end, kind of in the middle, we see Kota and Midoriya kind of talking. Kota kind of gets very aggravated with Midoriya because Midoriya's going into a very delicate subject, and I don't think he realizes it just yet. But I was like, oh, Midoriya, poor decision, and talking about his parents' death. And Midoriya told Kota about his story, but called it his friend's story. And it was actually kind of touching at the same time with everything, and sad. But going on towards the end of the episode, what happened is we see the little, I'm going to call them the minor League of Villains, kind of start attacking everyone. And of course, next episode we're going to see the full frontal attack, and it's getting interesting, guys. But let's go on to the next anime. Sword Art Online GGO Alternative. It's honestly really great, and I love it, especially that we got a little nod to Sinon, because Pito was talking about how she lost the last BOB tournament because she got killed by a sniper. I'm like, I wonder who that was. Could have been many people, let me tell you. And it was a nice reference, and going a little further into it, it honestly was just an all-around good episode. It's set up for what happened in the beginning, and I can't wait for the next episode. I might actually cover this because Darling in the Franxx next week will not have an episode. It's going to be only one episode, 1 week without it. So, yeah, let's get to Darling in the Franxx. Now, that new episode, guys, that was amazing, honestly. And I want to... the review I did, I feel wasn't good enough for you guys, so I'm going to be redoing a review along with the other episodes, which will be coming out on Monday. So stick around for that. And all around, though, it was just a very good episode. It made up for a lot, and the ending kind of left off on a cliffhanger. And it kind of sucks that we won't see this until probably good old Sunday of May. I think it's May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. But yeah, no, very interesting ending to it, but I'm very happy that Zero Two and Hero got back together, and they kind of had that reunite thing kind of go on of how they remember everything. They both kind of apologized for what they said because they didn't mean it. And honestly, what Ichigo did, I know a lot of people want to give her a free pass, but I'm not going to, because they wouldn't be in that situation if it wasn't for, her. Just being real. But, yeah, that's my thoughts of the anime of this week. As I said, Darling in the Franxx next week. I will not have a review for the 16th episode. If you don't know, as I said, it's going to be having a special that it's just going to rerun episode 15. So, I mean, if you want to rewatch it, I probably will rewatch it. But as always, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. What was your favorite episode of this week? I'm curious. But, Austin Doctor, out. Peace.